Hey, welcome back everyone. Toyshiz here, and I'm high atop the city of San Diego at the awesome venue, which is Deck 655, which lay host to the San Diego Preview Night McFarlane Toys Event, which they showed off a ton of DC Multiverse product, which we've already seen, but it was kind of nice to see it just a little bit more up close and personal, I will say. Now, rest assured, they have heard the complaints about the McFarlane Collector Editions. They hope to rectify the situation with Waves 2 and 3. So hopefully we see a little bit more bang for our buck, right, come those later waves. Now, I'm happy to say Blue Beetle and everything they've done for the movie is quite awesome. I do have a full video up now looking at all the toys. So if you want to check that out, by all means, head over after the video, of course. And, yeah, Carapax turned out to be a pretty cool figure. Scarecrow, the Dark Knight Returns Batman, pretty cool, right? Dark Knight's trilogy, the Superman statue, we've all taken a look at those. The Page Punchers, I will say I highly recommend the Fight the Frozen wave. That's pretty cool, along with the Aquaman wave. Fairly awesome figures. The terribly named Fulcrum Abominus, we have Doomsday versus Superman, which looked at a little bit more in detail. I still stands by what it says about it. It's just not really great. Then we have Two-Face's Batman. We have the Anti-Monitor. We have Batman in his Justice Buster in hand up close. Yeah, Anti-Monitor is pretty cool. Could still use a wash, of course. We have taken a look at the Two-Face as Batman. Justice Buster will not have movable fingers. I said that in my video. It's just the way the hands go. There's no extra fists. Catman was on display. He's pretty darn cool. Uses the new Batman body. Really nicely detailed, nicely painted. Keep in mind, some of these are going to more be in that prototype look, so Robin will have the corrected R when he finally ships out. He does look cool, as does the Riddler. I absolutely love all the expressive hands that comes with the Riddler. Very superpowers. You have other two figures in the back, but we're going to talk primarily about Superman. I did get up close with this figure. I looked at it. Still don't care for it. Don't care for the body, the droopy S, the head portrait. It's just not my thing. It's got really nice colors, very classic Superman colors, but it's just not my thing. And then also the black and gray Hush, which will see a release come fall, and the new Steel, which will see a release at the end of the year, beginning of 2024. Now, they did have a ton of new DC Direct offerings in the form of more expensive high-end items. And this Blue Beetle statue, and subsequently all the other statues you see, will set you back a pretty penny. But they do look cool on display, of course, if statues be your thing. Which, hey, there's nothing wrong with that. It's a nice presence on your shelf, I will say that. It's nice to see these all up close. This is quite eye-catching. Action Comics, Superman smashing the automobile. Would have been an even better action figure if that collector's edition would have looked anything like that, right? But the paint detail is incredible. This is a fantastic statue. They did a amazing job. So if, again, statues be your thing, maybe look into this one. This would be pretty darn awesome to have in display in a full DC Comics room. We have a Batman Year 2 statue. The best thing about this is the wild cape on this. This is fantastic. It's got your eye going every which way. It's painted to the nines. Again, if they could somehow incorporate all this statue-ness with some articulation in our action figures, heck, that would be stellar, I'm just going to say. Now, over on the other end of the statues, the more lighter price points, we'll just say, which is good. These are not my thing, but I'm happy to say they're pretty darn cool looking. They got some great paint to them. Batmans, Jokers, the whole shebang. Everything you would expect McFarlane Toys and DC Direct to make, right? Of course, this just not being my thing whatsoever, right? We'll leave that one alone. If you like it, fair enough. But, yeah, that's interesting, to say the least. Joker sitting there on the throne, half the Batman mask. That's pretty darn cool. You got Harley Quinn. I like what's going on here. Not so much the costume, but I really like the detailed out puppetry of Batman and Robin. That looks pretty darn cool. The colors on that are amazing. Now, From the Batmobiles to Batman 66 and Superpowers. They will have more on display, more to reveal come Friday for their panel. Just keep that in mind. Some of the newer characters they hinted out for Batman 66, I will just say, you should get excited. That sounds pretty darn cool. It's one of my favorite lines to collect right now. Pretty darn stellar playset, whatnot. You get the idea. If you've been collecting these, you know exactly what I'm talking about. We've already talked about the Batman vs. Spawn pack that was revealed earlier today. I have a full video on that. It just doesn't meet my fancy, that's all. But I will say, I did pre-order the Swamp Thing, the BioGlow Kenner-inspired. Whether or not it's actually Kenner-inspired remains to be seen, but it's pretty darn close. And I absolutely love the way he looks up close. Green Lantern, also an Amazon exclusive, glow-in-the-dark, as well as a Buzz Lightyear Mirrorverse glow-in-the-dark. So, trading card stand, all that jazz. I did talk to him about that. Less of that I did relay, I'm just going to say. But you have the Target exclusive Jokerized Bane. Totally wild. Not my cup of tea. He's got some purpley pants and green and whatnot. A little Joker smile on the mask of his. Absolutely love the new Blue Beetle that they got going on. Absolutely love the Barry Allen Flash. Those are home runs. This actually turned out to be a pretty cool figure with the Sinestro Corpse Batman. Down here, again, the Superman, just not my thing. Odd repaint, we'll just say. Some repaints work, some don't. Walmart, I will have Captain Atom. I'll have a look at him, probably come next week. And up now, along with the Flash, you can check out my video on Vampire Superman, which is quite a stellar figure as well. Now, of course, the talk of the town recently has been the Amazon exclusive Batman 89 with the Batmobile. And I'm just going to tell you, I would just wait. Don't go for the third party. Don't go aftermarket. Don't do anything just yet. Just be patient. Just want to relay that to you, and that's all I can say. But just trust me on that. They want to sell these, we're just going to say. And the Batmobile does look stellar. I do think that they really should have offered a replacement canopy for what they revealed and brought out with the first shebang, you know what I'm talking about? But this one, if you got it, I think you'll be pretty happy with it. The sketch editions were on display. Again, totally not my thing. I can see a lot of people loving these, right? The Infinite Frontier for the new Blacklight Scarecrow. The box looks cool. That's not really saying much about the figure, but it does look like the Scarecrow is about to do some wild karaoke, right? It does come with the black lights. That's a good thing. These did sell out. So there are people out there that definitely want these. And that's totally cool. That's your prerogative if you like that stuff. But it just doesn't do it for me. And I didn't really care for this design of the Scarecrow in the first place. There is also a Joker figure as well. Now, this one is actually pretty cool to me. One that I would actually consider picking up. I do like the colors. It's a sketch version of Spawn. Might go really nice with my sketch version of Usagi Yojimbo that came out recently by NECA Toys. And then over on the Spawn end, they did say during the panel for San Diego Comic-Con on Friday, they'll have a little bit more news to share about Spawn. So I'm looking forward to seeing whatever they have to reveal. But all that they had on display were figures that we've already gotten. So no real new product just yet, just as to kind of wrap this up. Again, the black and gray Hush Batman, you'll see him later on. Unless it says gold label, it's not going to be exclusive. Unless it's actually designated exclusive and whatnot, no, you'll be able to find those wherever they sell McFARLANE toys. Just keep that in mind. And here's some wonderful photography, action figure photography. This is just amazing. Awesome looking medieval Spawn, that's for sure. Over on the San Diego Comic-Con exclusive end, we had this Superman. I get what they're trying to do. Again, not my cup of tea. A Batman vs. Spawn comic book exclusive with the action figure cover. They did say that if you're at Comic-Con, and within reason, like don't wait till the end of the day, but within reason, if you're going to wait in line and try to get this Batman, you should walk away with one, just FYI. Dread Lantern, you can grab him as well with his whole fiery eyes. This one I'm trying my best just to kind of leave alone. There's also the Fight the Frozen Mr. Freeze, you got the Bane, you got the Bank Robber Joker, you got the Ghosts of Joker's Past. So you get the idea. You can order all these, pre-order these at the con, grab them, take them home, do the whole shebang. Thank you so much for watching. This is only preview night. Get ready for the rest of my coverage. And I will catch you guys all soon. I'm headed to bed. And when I do, I'm going to go sleep, yada, yada. Good night.